हेलो एवरीवन, कैसे हैं आप सब। मेरा नाम प्रखर श्रीवास्तव है एंड आई वेलकम यू टू अनअकैडमी, जहां पे आज हम करने जा रहे हैं प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन कैलकुलस के, जो कि पार्ट 3 है प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन का, बिकॉज देयर आर लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इन कैलकुलस. So that is why we will be focusing on some specific type of problems. We have already discussed the problem in part 1 about the limits, continuity and the differentiability. In part 2 have discussed about the differentiability and the application of derivatives, and now we are moving to the integral part. So that is why we will be solving the question from all the branches that have been asked in calculus, so that you will have an idea about that how to solve question if it is asked in the GATE examination, because the questions that we are going to discuss today, they have already been asked in the GATE exam. तो आप ऐसा इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते कि अरे ये नहीं आएगा, ये नहीं आएगा. Every question can be asked, and since it is like, if you talk about the computer science branch, you can say the level of the question is better than the other branches. So without wasting any time, let us move forward. I'll just tell you about myself. मेरा नाम प्रखर श्रीवास्तव है. I've secured all India third rank in GATE 2006. Then I took admission into IIT Kharagpur, IIT Bombay, and finally I completed my masters from NITIE Mumbai. Currently I carry an experience of teaching for about 6+ years now, and with an experience of more than 25,000 students. As far as my corporate experience is concerned, I've worked with the top brands of India and internationally on the various projects of mathematics, statistics. So that is why I think that I'll be able to contribute more to your learning from the practical perspective. तो गेट तो हम पढ़ेंगे, गेट के साथ साथ रियल टाइम क्या रहती हैं चीज़ें, वो भी हम सीखते हैं. ठीक है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, आई जस्ट लाइक टू ब्रीफ यू अबाउट, I have started a 10-minute series in which the complete calculus divided between 40 to 50 subtopics, and I have explained those topics in 10 minutes, and that is a complete theoretical lecture. So if you think your particular topic is weak, you just go to my lectures, search for your topic, get it done, that's it. And the practice is done in these sessions, and I'll also try to combine all the values and put in front of you. Okay. So this is your mathematics syllabus. We are doing the calculus part, and that's it. Without wasting further time, this is your first question. I'll give you 2 minutes to solve, 2 to 2.5 minutes to solve each question. 2 to 2.5 minutes to solve each question, because GATE exam also you will get this much of time only. In GATE exam also you will be getting this much amount of time only. Just checking that probability के नीचे probability by heart लिखा है, but anyways I'll have a timer along with me. The timer is in front of me. It's an easy question. This is not a very difficult question. Just need to understand what is given in the question, and is it a specific case of any gamma beta function at 1 minute more. Still have a minute to solve. देखो, so the thing is, the integral is 1 upon 2 pi integrating the exponential function from, not dx, the exponential function from minus square by 8 dx. You need to integrate it from 0 to infinity. If you put z is equal to x square by 8, dz is equal to x dx by 4, and dx is equal to 4 dz by root over 8, root over 8z. So if you solve it up, you will get the value root 2 z, root 2 dz by root z. So this is the value of dx. So dx ka value is this. So this equation will be reduced to I is equal to 1 pi integrating 0 to infinity. The limits is also changed, because when x is equal to 0, z will be 0. When x is equal to infinity, z will be. And this is e to the power minus z. Dz is root 2. Dx is replaced with root 2 dz divided by root over z. Okay. So this is 1 upon root over 2 pi. Root over, this is 1 upon root over. Actually question type galat ho jata hai, so don't see, actually the typing is not a very big problem. The problem is, acha, okay, so it is 1 upon 2 pi only, root 2 and root 2 gets got, that is fine. So e to the power minus z, so root 2 by root z, root 2 by root z into dz. Now this is a function, so basically a equation of gamma function, that is e to the power z, z to the power minus 1 by 2, e to the power minus z into z to the power minus 1 by 2 minus 1. So I hope you are getting this I hope you are getting this value. So this is actually 1 upon root z can be written z to the power 1 by, simple, z to the power minus 1 by 2 minus. So this is e to the power minus z, z to the power 1 by 2 minus 1 dz. Now this is just a formula for gamma function, 0 to infinity e to the power minus z, z to the power n minus dz when n is greater than 0. So this whole value can be written as gamma 1 by 2. 1 upon root 2 pi, root 2 gets cancelled, 1 upon root pi, 1 upon root pi, gamma 1 by 2, gamma 1 by root pi, that is a standard result, and root pi by root pi comes out to be 1. So this is a question from GATE only. You might think that this is a very lengthy question. It is lengthy, no doubt that this is not lengthy, this is a very lengthy question, but I hope that you got a very high clarity about what is the level of question that can actually be asked in the GATE exam, because currently we think that mathematics is very easy, we can directly solve the problems. This is, I think, good. Now the next question is in front of you, integral 0 to pi d theta. Another easy question. Try to attempt this question. Hello. Okay, so आप इसको solve करेंगे. So this is not a very big problem. Again, sine cube theta, we know how to solve sine cube theta. You can convert it into like sine square theta and like you can say sine square theta and sine theta. So you write it as sine cube theta can be written as sine, see actually sine cube, don't look, sine cube theta can be written as sine square theta into sine theta. Simple. Sine theta d theta, sine square theta can be written as 1 minus cos square theta. Okay, this is not 2 theta, this is cos square theta. Now what you will do, you will put z is equal to cos theta, so dz becomes minus sine theta d theta. Okay, so this equation will be reduced to 1 minus z square because cos theta is z square, 1 minus z square, and dz will be replaced with my sine theta d theta will be replaced with minus d, sign outside, dz inside. To try to solve this question, this will be equal to, it is minus 1 to 1, 1 minus z square dz. You integrate it, like you can see there are two things that you can do. Either you can shift the limit and remove the plus sign. Okay, so that is why here it is 1 to 1. From the second case it will be minus 1 to plus 1, it will be minus 1 to plus 1. Okay, so you are now integrating between minus 1 to plus 1 and the equation is 1 to minus z square dz. Okay, you will try to solve this question. So this will be equal to z minus z cube by 3, and it will go like minus 1 to 1, cos 0 is 1, minus 1 to 1. Okay, exactly, minus 1 to 1. Now you put the value 1 minus 1 by 3 minus of minus 1 plus 1 by 3. When you will try to solve it up, so this will be 1 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 minus 1 by 3. So 2 minus 2 by 3, this will be equal to 4 by 3 or 2 by 4 by 3. This will be equal to 4 by 3. That's it. So this is not the right answer. I need to calculate, that's it. So this is not 3 by 4. The answer, correct answer is 4 by 3. That's what I was saying. That is a typing mistake. We are already working on it, and I don't think that this will be a very big issue in upcoming lectures. The next question is given in front of you. Following plot shows a function y which varies linearly with x. The value of integral y dx integrating 1 to 2. Solve this question I am giving you. Attempt this question. This is not a very big question here. This is an easy question. It's an absolute easy question. You have the graph. You just have to apply the formula. Big deal in that. To attempt this question back from So that is why I leave. So the following plot shows a function y which varies linearly with x, The value of the integral is given as y dx integrating 1 to. You simply solve this question. Here the points 0, 1 and -1, 0 are on the line. From this you found out the equation of line, that is y is equal to x plus 1. So this is your function of x is equal to x plus 1. Yeah, now you need to integrate this thing from 1 to 2. Simple, x plus 1 integrating 1 to 2, this is x square by 2 plus x integrating from 1 to 2, the answer comes out to be 2. This is not a very big problem, this is an easy problem. It's just that in this problem you need to identify the equation of line. You just need to identify the equation of line, and I don't think that this is a very big problem. This is an easy problem. This is a good question. This is a question. Attempt this question. Good question. Attempt this question. Attempt this question. I am giving you again 2.5. Attempt it. This is an easy question. Yeah. You know, if you have solved such like so many questions earlier, it's an easy one for you. Take your time, solve this question. Attempt कीजिए. This is an easy question. Till you are having time. Chalo. I'll just give you the solution to this question. You know y to the power 1 by 2 e to the power minus y cube dy. You put y cube is equal to z. Not a very big issue. If y cube is equal to z, differentiating both the sides, it will be 3y square dy is equal to dz. Dy is equal to 1 by 3 y to the power minus 2 dz. And now dy, now what do you mean by y? Can you write it as y is equal to z to the power 1 by 3, and y to the power minus 2 can be written as z to the power minus 2 by 3? Yes. So here y to the power minus 2 is replaced by z to the power minus 2 by 3 dz. And now if you try to integrate it, this will be 1 by 3 z to the power 1 by 6 e to the power z to the power 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3. And now this is this y1 by 2, this y1 by 2 can be written as z to the power 1 by 6. Simple. So this y to the power 1 by 2 is written as z to the power 1 by 6 e by then e to the power minus y cube is written as e to the power minus z, and then dy is replaced with 1 by 3 z to the power minus 2 by 3 dz. So 1 by 3 goes out. Now this is an equation in terms of dz and e. Now in this lecture only we have already discussed about, can you write it as 0 to infinity 1 by 3 outside e to the power minus z to the power 1 by 6 minus 2 by 3. This will be 1 minus 4 minus 3 by 6. It will be equal to minus 3 by 6 or minus 1 by 2. This is minus 4. So 1 minus 4 divided by 6. 1 minus 4 divided by 6. So this is minus 3 divided by 6 or 1 by 2. Okay. So this is equal to minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 can be written as 1 by 2 minus 1 dz. Now this is again a function, gamma function. So this is nothing but gamma of 1 by 2. 1 by 2, which is root over pi. So the answer comes out to be root 3 by pi. Root 3 by pi, because you have written it like this. Minus 1 by 2 can be written as 1 by 2 minus 1, which is nothing but a form of gamma function. So 1 by 3, this is what? This is a representation of gamma function, gamma 1 by 2. So when you go for gamma 1 by 2, gamma 1 by 2 is root pi is divided by 3. The answer comes out to be root pi by 3. Chalo. Next question is lined up in front of you. This is again a gate question. Again a gate question. Try to solve it up. This is an easy question. Yeah, these are the easy questions. Try to attempt. An easy question. Yeah, a question. It's an easy question, but it's just that it is looking a bit tough because to the power 6 and to the power 7s are there, but I don't think that this is tough, as tough as that you are thinking. I'll give you the solution. First of all, you need to check that this is a question of definite integral, and most of the questions of definite integral, they are solved on the basis of on the basis of on the basis of they are solved on the basis of the properties. So that is why if your property is minus a to a, you try to replace this thing f of, you know, f of x is nothing but, so if you try to solve it up, you can say that this is integrating minus a to a sine to the power 6x dx plus integrating minus a to a sine to the power 7x dx. Now it is very simple. If your limit is varying from minus a to a, or like say minus to same limit, or like you can say the limit is same, like it is, one is positive and the other one is negative, you try to find f of minus x. F of minus x will be equal to minus a to a minus a to a sine to the power 6x dx. So if you replace x with minus x, still the value will be positive because this is even number, but here this value goes negative, this value goes negative. So that is why this value is nothing but 0, this value is nothing but 0, this value is nothing but 0. If you are changing the sign of x, the whole value, the whole function is getting turned to minus x. So that is why you will be left with only this thing, 2 from 0 to a sine 6x, from 0 to a sine 6x dx. Is it clear? So minus a to a sine x sine to the power 6x sine to the power 7x, this is equal to 2 times 0 to a sine to the power 6x dx. Now why? Because sine x is an odd function and sine to the power 6x is a even function, sine to the power 7x is an odd function. Whenever the function is odd, the value goes to 0, the value goes to 0. Sine x minus a to a, it is equal to 2 times 0 to a sine x sine to the power 6x dx. So this is what we get, this is what our answer is, and minus a to a sine 7x sine to the power 7x is equal to 0 because this is an odd function, this is a property. So this is again we have solved with the help of property. Again ये अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, इसमें आपको थोड़ा लॉजिक लगाना पड़ेगा because you can not try each and everything, you cannot try each and every question. So you need to find out which of the following integral is unbounded, which of the following integral is unbounded, which of the following integral is unbounded. This question, this is an easy one, yeah, not a very difficult one, it's an easy one. Attempt this question. Try to attempt this. A very big. देखो, I'll explain. देखो, the only equation in this part where the function will be not defined. This function is defined, yes, between 0 to pi by 4 it is defined at every point, we know that. Between 0 to infinity you can put any value. This function will never go like undefined. Function will never go like undefined. Function will never go like undefined. Is it clear? Here also you put any value between 0 to infinity. This function will never go undefined. But in this case, when you are integrating between 0 to 1 and 1 is included, and if you put 1 here, this function go unbounded. So at x is equal to 1 in the fourth equation, the function becomes unbounded. The function becomes unbounded and becomes unbounded. I hope you are getting my point. Hope you are getting my point. So this is an easy question. Just that you need some logic. Hello. Again, a simple question. The length of the curve. What is the length of the curve between x equal to 0 and x equal to 1? What is the length of the curve between x is equal to 0? The length of the curve y is equal to 2 by 3, x 3 by 2, 0 and 1. Chalo, I'll solve this question. This is a standard formula for finding the length of the curve. This is not a very big question. This is a very, very easy question. So the formula is dy by dx whole square plus 1 dx into the limit in which you need to find the length of the curve. So this is x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 1. So if you try to integrate it between 0 to 1, dy by dx is nothing but x. What is dy? So if you try to differentiate it, dy by dx is equal to 2 by 3 into 3 by 2 to the power 1 by, simple, and this is equal to root x, and here you have to use dy by dx the whole square, which is nothing but x. So instead of dy by dx, I am writing here x plus 1, the root will be root dx integrating 0. How you got this thing? Dx is not under root, x is outside root. Okay, so this is a very simple question. You can integrate it. This is not nothing. This is just x plus 1 to the power 1 by 2 x, and this will be equal to x plus 1 power 1 plus 1 is by 2 by 2 is by 3, and now you need to apply the limits between 0 and 1. If you apply the formula as 1 by 3, 2 to the power 3 by 2 minus 1 to the power 3 by 2. Okay, when you will solve this using calculator, you will get the value as 1.22. This is the actual value. So this is a standard question, but many of the people don't know the formula for length of the curve. This is a very standard and a very simple question, but many people don't know now. That is why it becomes difficult. Chalo, this is a standard problem of the very standard problem of definite integrals. बट यहाँ पे अगर लिमिट्स ऊपर सही होती ना, अगर लिमिट्स यहाँ पे सही होती ना तो और बेटर हो जाता. ठीक है, दिस इज ऑल्सो एन ईजी क्वेश्चन. दिस इज सिविल इंजीनियरिंग 2011 क्वेश्चन. दिस इज अ सिविल इंजीनियरिंग 2011 क्वेश्चन. देखो, you know, you can replace x with the upper and the lower limit minus x. So x can be replaced with 0 plus a is a minus x. So you replace the x. This is the same thing. F of x is equal to this value. So similarly, f of this is equal to f of a minus x. This is what the property says. So what do you mean by this? This is nothing but 0 to a. This is replaced by a minus x divided by root over x is again replaced by a minus x plus root over a minus is replaced by a minus x. So this become a plus x. So this is nothing. This is the value of I. Similarly, the value of I is equal to 0 to a root over a minus x divided by root over a minus x plus root x. Now, both the terms you can add. So this will become 2I is equal to integrating 0 to a. Now, if you see, the numerator will become root x plus root over a minus x, and denominator is same for both the terms. This is root x plus root over a minus x dx. Now this problem has become very easy because this is 1, and if you integrate it, this is equal to a and x, and integrate applying the limit 0 to a, this comes out to be a. So the value of this integral the value of integral will be equal to a by 2. I'll just solve in front of you. So let f of x is equal to 0 to a root x by root x plus root over a minus x dx. Let us say this is I1. Now you know that f of x is equal to f of a minus x. Now let us calculate f of a minus x. So this is x is replaced with a minus x. So numerator x is replaced with a minus x. This x is replaced with a minus x, and this x is also replaced with a minus x. So you are left with this value. Now you are able to understand. Now you know by properties that f of x 0 to a is equal to f of x a minus f of a minus x integrating between 0 to a. So in both the cases, the value is equal. Is it clear? The value is equal. Hello, कहाँ से? Okay, so this is something very simple. This is by property. So we know I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I. Simply we have added both the equation. So this become I1 is equal to I2 is equal to root over I1 plus I2. I1 plus I2 becomes root x root over a minus x divided by root a minus x root x. So this is nothing but dx integrating 0 to a, and this is a. So now we know I1 and I2 both are equal. So let us write as 2I1 it is equal to a, or rather 2I it is equal to a, or I comes out to be a by 2. This is an easy problem and a very standard problem. ये इलेक्ट्रिकल का है तो ये मत करो, ये बहुत स्पेसिफिक हो जाता है. लेट अस सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन. ये तो इजी है यार, मतलब इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन का है, एंड रादर यू कैन से सी यू डोंट हैव टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली. सी दिस इज अ गुड क्वेश्चन. चलो try to attempt it. The value of the integral between minus 1 to 1 when the function is given as 1 by x square dx. See, इसमें logic है, इसमें concepts हैं. In this question you are having logics, in this question you are having concepts. Try to attempt this question. This is an easy one. अटेम्प्ट कीजिए बस. See, we directly jump to the problem. You have to understand this thing that x is equal to 0, 1 upon x square is not defined. Is it clear? So if you try to calculate the value as well, so this will be equal to, I'll show you what happens when you integrate it. This is x to the power minus 2 dx. You integrate x to the power minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1 divided by minus 1. Okay, and you try to put the value minus 1 to 1. You solve it up here. This is or rather it will be 1 upon x, integrating, this is 1 upon x from 1 to minus 1, because this minus sign I have changed the interchange the limit. You put the value, this is equal to 1 upon minus 1 minus 1 upon 1. Is it clear? Minus 1 upon 1 dx, and you integrate it between minus 1 to 1. Okay, now one very important thing you need to understand, if you try to solve this, you will get the value as, you have already integrated it now, so you will get dx answer, you will get the value as minus 2. But the thing is, you have to understand the answer is not minus 2, because the value of integral and the function of integral and all the processes that we are studying are valid up in the first two statements. We usually ignore. The application of integral is only valid when the function is continuous. This function is not continuous at x is equal to 0. This function is not continuous at x is equal to 0. How is it possible to integrate it? That is why the answer to this question is B. So you have to find out that whether within given range 1 to minus 1 or minus 1 to 1, is there any point at which the function is inconsistent or like not defined? Yes, x is equal to 0. That is why the answer comes out to be does not exist. It's a good question. Just switching the screen. So that I can tell you about certain things that are happening right now. Just a second. So I'll just let you about certain things by the time slides are getting uploaded. So on 4th of December, you are having, see, actually there is a, I don't know why my backend slides got here you go. Okay, so मेरे just पीछे सचिन तेंदुलकर हैं. So it's like all India mock test is being conducted. All India mock test is being conducted by Unacademy, where you will get the exam like experience for GATE and ESE. You can use my code Prakhar, Prakhar Prakhar 21 to enroll in this for free. And when it is going to happen, it is going to happen on 4th of December, 18th of December, 8th of January, 15th of January, 22nd of January and 29th of January. where you will get to know about your all India rank, you will be practicing with the test created by the top educators, and you will also get the detailed performance report along with the video solutions. So that is why this is a very healthy opportunity for you out there. This is really healthy opportunity for you, so that you can have a real-time experience. And apart from that, recently a batch started from 24th of November. If you want to enroll for this batch in the Unacademy Plus subscription or Iconic subscription, you can use my code Prakhar21 to enroll. Prakhar21 to enroll. Now, what is the difference between the Plus and the Iconic? I'll tell you now. I'll tell you after some time. But yes, you can get your physical notes delivered to your doorstep by just selecting the self-study tab in your Unacademy learning app. Fill in your delivery address and other details, confirm your details, and your order will be processed, and your updates will be sent to your email ID and the registered email ID. Okay. Now, how to choose between the Plus and the Iconic subscription? In Plus subscription, you will be getting the top educators, the digital notes, that is the PDF, test series will be there, and along with that customized doubts, and along with that in Iconic, not in Plus, you'll be getting customized doubt solving feature, printed notes, one-on-one live mentorship, study and study plan, strategy and study planner. Yes, interactive open house sessions as well. So if you're preparing alone, I would recommend that you should go for this thing. Okay. What are the charges? So the charges for 24-month plus subscription is 59,708, whereas for Iconic subscription it is 73,000 rupees. But yes, if you are using the code Prakhar21 again, Prakhar21 again, you will be given with a 10% discount. You will be given with a 10% discount, and at the same time the price drops are also there. So please look into that, because sometimes 30%, sometimes 50%, a lot of price drops are there. So please don't miss them out. And if you think that this amount is hefty enough for one-time payment, you can choose for a no-cost EMI or 0% interest loan. Okay. And apart from that, you will be getting the approval in 2 hours. Very less paperwork is required, and yes, flexibility of tenure is there. Apart from that, when the third subscription, that